and I told this to Lisa, when Ginny finally said to me, she sat me down around her round table. And you know, she always around the country, always in churches that had very long aisles, she would say, narrow, long aisles make narrow, long people. Just loud enough for people to hear. And then she would say out of nowhere, I think we should have the theology of the screwdriver. You know, just take those pews up and let's get together in a circle. And you could just see people going, oh my God. But what I remember this one time is we were sitting at the table and she said, she took my hands and she said, now I want you to hear me, Janie. She said, I can't travel with you anymore. I don't want to tell you that I can't. And I could remember almost like this scream inside of me, don't say that. Because you know when you're partnered, you just know the rhythm, you just know the way it's like, oh God, you know. And after she stopped traveling, I thought, oh my God, I'm not going to know the lines. What do I do? And we went, Lisa, to Bates College up in Maine. And I sat here, and Lisa sat there. And Lisa and I began a rhythm. And I thought, oh my God, I know what Ginny Davidson was saying. But what an incredible thing to move from Ginny and then swing into Lisa and to get that framework back and forth. It was just extraordinary. But now I'll tell you a fun story. Always in Atlanta, in those gay bars. Chris Glasser had said to us, come after this service, we're going to go to a bar. So we were late, and this is okay, Ginny and I are sneaking into this bar. And all of a sudden comes a light down upon us. Good evening, Virginia Davidson. And she looks at me like this and goes, what have you done? So, we go and we sit down, and up on the stage comes Bubba Delicious and Coretta Scott Queen. And they are taken by Ginny Davidson. And they come to our table, and pretty soon they're taking her up on stage. You can just see her looking at me like, and she goes up on the stage with these two wonderful drag queens. And they say to her, so how does it feel to be a lesbian, an older lesbian? And she says, well, I'm not one, but thanks so much. And she had that, you know, the hearing thing she used to wear, you know, buttons and like that. And they were like, everything. And they said, what's that? And she just as quick, that is my pipeline to God. It was unbelievable. And then, you know, and all these young, and it was predominantly young men, gay men in this bar, and I can't even tell you how many people, how many of these young people came to her and said, I wish you were my mom. You know, I wish you were my grandma. And it was moment after moment of that. That was just so fun. And after a while, she really liked it. Like, what are we doing tonight? And I'll have Suzanne tell about the first massage sometime, but we'll talk about that after. The last thing is, she said to us, with that all me pretty serve, and you remember this so well, Chuck was our first co-moderate, and she looked at us and she said, remember, we have come here not to create a new institution, we have come here to change one. And that was a real directive for that all me freely serve. It was a directive that she gave to us. It was phenomenal. So, those are a few of the stories. This is our time.